The last verse in today's gospel offers an important point for us to ponder. The key to the entire parable Jesus offers us ahead of this line: are you envious because I'm generous? Friends, so often, too often, we struggle with our faith because we feel that God is not fair. And the truth is, he's not. We want an immediate sense that there's a payoff for having faith in the first place or for remaining faithful, and there's not. Is it fair that people who struggle and fight their way through life, like the repentant thief at the cross with Jesus, they should be given the exact same reward that we who did everything right for some or most of our lives are? The answer is no. This parable shows us what God is like, though. He is full of compassion for the poor and for sinners, who we might say are the poorest of the poor in spirit. Jesus points out for us that it's an incorrect way for us to see things, to be scandalized by God's great goodness and his infinite mercy and love. We put limits on love and limits on mercy. God does not. God's love for sinners is a gift for each and every one of us, and while Jesus may be speaking directly to those who feel that their hard work at piety should be rewarded first, and then providing them a lesson on entitlement, we too need to be reminded of this sometimes. The reward for having faith is not something that we ever earn or deserve. And so while we may have our moments where we blame God for not answering the prayers that we ask of him the way that we want him to, or find ourselves envious of what others have been given as Christians, or what we think that they've been given, we must bring ourselves back to the reality that everything that we have been given by God is gift. Everything. In many of the spiritual conversations I've had with people as a priest, I've met many people who get down on themselves because they struggle in prayer or in their faith. And the first thing that they articulate is that others have it easier, others do it better, others pray better, others seem to be closer to God than I am. Well, envy may not be the word that I'd use to describe the thoughts of these many people. They can be rather self-deprecating, putting themselves down, in fact. It is a form of comparing oneself and not helpful in their relationship with God. Many people have convinced themselves that God detests sin and sinners. Friends, the good news is that nothing could be further from the truth. Sin and sinners have been part of the human experience since the beginning, and God never gave up on a single one of us. In fact, God came to us many, many times, most perfectly, when his Son came into the world to save us. Salvation was not for the very best among us. It is for everyone. God is generous and knows the capacity that we have for generosity, for goodness, that good that exists in each of us. God takes us where we're at and calls us close to him, filled with joy at every step that we take closer to him in our faith and in our life. May God bless you.